Alright, so this one is obviously about Rayshard Brooks, the most recent shooting by white officers to an African American, black, however you want to say it, male individual at a Wendy's drive-thru. He was intoxicated, and police went in, did their thing, got a little bit aggressive, and when he was in the scuffle, he managed to get a taser, and the taser was pretty much useless by that point. It's been shot off 2 times. There was nothing to it. It was basically just a paperweight at that time. And so anyways, he escapes the two officers, mind you, and runs away. Well, one of them decides to shoot Rayshard several times in the back, no less. And that's basically the story summed up. Now everyone is already talking about it and how it's clearly a bad thing, shouldn't have been done, should have been avoided, you know, virtue signaling, we already get it. Alright, so I'm not going to go over that. We get it, you know. What I want to get at is the reason behind it and why we're seeing this more often. It's more than just a racism thing, believe it or not. It was an ego thing. The reason that he got shot was because that officer's fragile, huge-ass ego could not stand the thought of a individual who was being double-teamed, no less, escaping from his custody and not being able to bring him in because he escaped, or he had to use other measures to get the individual, whether it was helicopter, more units, backup, whatever. His huge ass ego, fragile as ever, could not stand the thought of that. So he went on predator hunt mode. He was like, I will do anything and all things to ensure that he does not get away, and my fragile ego isn't fucked up from that experience. So you know what? If I have to kill him, then that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what he did. So it's more than just racism. It could have been a white guy, but it would have been for the same damn reason. Ego. 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 Did you know that you, as a wife or partner, if you're gay, are more likely to be physically, domestically abused by your officer, husband, boyfriend, fiance, etc., than any other profession? In regards to the big ones, you know, like ER, EMT, firefighter, and police. You are most likely to be domestically abused with the highest status of domestic abuse by police officer husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, etc. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick too. But anyways, ego. These small penis, big gun, little fuck boys who have been beaten up in high school, and now they're taking their hatred out on society now that they have a badge and a gun and authority, and all the resentment that they've had, they're finally taking out their frustrations out on the culture, society, etc. And so that's what we're seeing. We're just seeing ego. His fragile ego could not stand the fact that that male individual, Rayshard, was getting away. And so he did anything and all things to ensure he did not get away from him. Because if he did, that'd be like the biggest ego hit in the world, and he wouldn't be able to take it. I wouldn't be surprised if after that he committed suicide or something like that, because, oh man, he got away from me. I'm the biggest, baddest sumbitch in the world right now because I'm a bully with the badge. You know, that kind of bullshit. So yeah, he went into his predator mode. Yeah, I gotta do anything that it takes. I will ensure that he does not escape from me. It's kind of like in a video game, right? Where I do this in video games, in only video games. But if I gotta go and chase and then kill someone, right? Or catch someone, whatever. I will do that same thing. I'll get all like super intense and I'll try to find any which way and however which way that I can possibly, stop the person, etc., etc. And that's why I can tell that this is what that was. It just happened to be an African American. I mean, sure, I'm not denying that there is racism. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy was racist, but it's not just because the guy was black. It was most definitely to do with ego, pride, etc., etc., etc. That guy went into that predator mode, as I like to call it, because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm this, like, animal or something that's on my last resort, and I gotta have that killer instinct. Get him! Get him! Get him! At any costs, kind of thing. And so I get a little panicky, and I'm just like, okay, maybe if I try this, and then this, oh no, and I just one extreme after the other. So maybe I may start out sniping, and then I start running with an AR and shooting like hell, and then I'll move to bigger things like a grenade. Then I'll be like, God damn it, and then I'll get an RPG out, and then I'll start modding, and then I'll be flying in the air and shooting a bajillion RPGs at once. You see what I'm saying here? It goes from one to the other to the next, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's basically how it was that guy and his fragile ego just couldn't handle it. And that's what it came down to. Maybe there was racism a part of it, maybe there wasn't. Most likely there was, from what society and culture and all that is saying. So I'm not going to deny that as a factor. Maybe that was more of a reason to his ego. It's a bigger deal if an African American and black individual gets away than a white male, for whatever the reason. But nonetheless, I just wanted to put some insight in there that no one else seems to be talking about. Ego, pride, fragile, sensitive, pride and ego. So with that said, until next time.